Hey, I want to thank you for viewing this PlyGem YouTube video on tips on how to install vinyl siding. Today, we're going to talk about the critical part of transitioning from one type of panel to the other. We got Eric. Now, remember, Eric's in all the safety gear because it's very important to wear safety glasses and to worry about the metal, so you need to wear some gloves. So we're going to show you transitioning between horizontal siding, very common, and into a board and batten or shake panel. So let's show you close up exactly what the parts and pieces are. You can't use a T channel anymore. You need to have 2 J channels and a head flashing in between, as Eric's showing you. So let's start at the bottom. We'll kind of show you what we did here. So Eric's got a small piece. We've already put the snap lugs in. And all he's going to do is he's going to show that the utility trim goes on top of that. So he'll lock that in. That holds the last piece of that first courses of siding you have on the bottom of the wall. So already up will be the J channel, and it's a brown color. We're trying to show you the color. So that would already be installed. And that utility trim's installed inside of that. The panel's locked into that, so you're all set. Now, let's show you the most important part, and that is the head flashing. So Eric's going to bring out the head flashing. Junior's going to show it installed on top. So we're going to make sure how you see how that sits. Now, he's going to give you some options on the starter strips that we're going to actually put on the wall. But in most cases, if you're going to board and batten, you're going to put a J channel up there. So notice Junior's putting up there. Now, we want to hold it off of the bottom of the flashing. And we want to make sure that it's not sitting on, so bring it up a little bit, Junior. And again, it's critical that it sits off because he's going to show you in the bottom of that J channel are drainage holes. So if you're using it for board and batten or siding or the shakes, so take that part out and show us the drip holes on those, the weak holes on that, Junior. So you can see the holes right there. Perfect. So that shows you what you want to do if you're using a J channel as a starter. The other option we want to show you is if you want to use shake, which you really should use, is the shake starter strip. So we have a small piece of that, and we'll put it right on top of there too. And we'll show you how this all goes together in a second. Now you see how we have the shake starter high off the flashing so we can lock that shake on. Okay, we've shown you all the parts and pieces. Let's show it going on the wall. Eric's going to go ahead and put the head flashing up. You have the J up. He's going to put it right on the wall. Now I will tell you it's critical here. Somehow you have to integrate the head flashing into that critical weather resistant barrier, the white sheet on the wall. Now there's a lot of ways you could do it. You could cut the house wrap and slide it underneath. You can use some tape. You actually could put sealant behind the head flashing. So there's all sorts of options. So we'll show you taping it at the very end. So we're going to show you again, we're going to put the J channel on top of this just to show you an example. Remember, he's going to hold that off. He's got the holes in the J channel. He's going to hold that off. A nice little trick is to take a couple siding nails, and until you nail the J channel up, this will keep it off 1/8 of an inch, and that'll give you water drainage. So we're just going to show you, for example, where you have to use a starter strip as a J, you want to put board and batten in. It's the only thing you can do. So we have one piece here. We'll just show you real quick. That's the board and batten. And again, he's dropping it into the J channel. But when you do this, you got to make sure that that board and batten is at least 3/8 of an inch up off the bottom of the J so the water can drain out. So again, that's the best thing you can do for a board and batten. You have to use the J channel. Let's pull the J channel down and let's show you the other option. Now, what you could do, you could put the shake in the J channel too. And a lot of people do that. That's not the best looking option. The right thing to do is to go ahead and get the shake starter strip, because if you use the J channel, people drop it right in the J and it always looks horrible on that first course. So we're actually going to install the shake starter strip. As you can see, he's going to quickly just put a couple nails up there, and that will hold it up until we go ahead and get that up. And we're going to actually flash that for you so you see what it is. He'll put a couple nails. Remember, the starter strips or J channels should not be nailed any more than 12 inches, but we're going to put a couple temporary nails up here. So now you have the flashing, the starter strips up, but we want to remind you that you really have to flash this is the right way to do it. So we're using the weather resistant barrier. You just go right on top of the nails that you put in. And again, that's perfect right there. And it's sealing it off. No water is getting behind the starter strip or the flashing. So the last step we want to show you, we just got a standard one of the PlyGem brands of 777 shake. You're actually going to lock it in, pull it up on that starter strip. And he's just going to put one nail in to hold it in. And you'll nail it according to the directions for the different shakes that we have. But by having this off the starter strip, off of that flashing, it allows it a lot easier for that shake to move. And again, that shows you the different transition. Look how nice that looked. It's watertight. And again, thanks for checking out our YouTube video. Continue to check YouTube for more PlyGem vinyl siding tips.